I haven't got winter gloves, and I should. I even went to J&S yesterday to see if I could pick a pair up, but I am a cheapskate, so I didn't buy a pair. Instead, what I've done is I got inner gloves from Frank Thomas. They're supposed to be windproof, but there we go. Look, this guy couldn't be bothered to take his hand off his handlebar to say hello. But yeah, so I got the inner gloves. I stopped by the petrol station to get some of those waterproof gloves, like like the gloves you get at the petrol station, just to fuel up and stuff, in case it rains. Hopefully it won't rain, although it has rained already. Not gonna lie, I procrastinated like crazy to come out today, but I am here now. And so, where are we going today? Today we're gonna go to Hornby Road by Dust Asphalt. I'll put the name below. I'll put the name below so you guys can see in case I butchered it. And it's in Lancashire. Again, if I butcher the name is below. I'll put some text on the screen. I've done this route before, and it's popular. It's a popular trail. Last time I did it, I did have my camera with me, but I did a terrible job and changed the settings, so it was really jittery and just not pleasant to watch. So I thought, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not interested in inducing motion sickness to people that want to view, so I'm going to leave it. So today I'm going to go and do it. So why do this particular route? Well, it's long. It's a long-ish kind of trail, given for what it is. It's got a mixture of everything in there, and as you guys well know, I am not the best rider off-road. Some would say I'm not the best rider period, but we're not going to go down that road right now. So what are we going to do? We're going to go and do this, and I'm going to take you guys along with me, so you guys can laugh at my expense. How about we do that? So without further ado, let's catch up with you guys when I get to the head of the trail, and we'll take it from there. Lovely little town this is. Very characterful, but my brakes are very squeaky for some reason. Need to get those sorted. Some of you might already recognize this because you might be a local, and that's great. Maybe even if you're not a local, you know where I am at the moment. Probably better than I do, if I'm honest. So this moss on the stones here just looks really, really cool, man. Like, how long would moss take to grow like that? It's really wet around this area anyway, so probably explains why it's like that. So just different way of life, really, isn't it? You know, people like from London, you know. It's like train strangers and Wi-Fi. Here, moss, sheep, and wetness. But it is picturesque, very picturesque around here. But it just, for some reason, automatically feels colder. I mean, it's 7 degrees, just the same as I was when I was back home, but it just feels colder. Or maybe it's because I'm cold because I've been riding for an hour and a half or so. But we'll have to wait and see. So this bloody mic fluffy thing keeps getting in my mouth. Just not the most pleasant thing to do. So yeah, let's crack on. Effectively, we're going to be crossing from the right there to the left through that little mountain up there, as you guys can see. That's basically what we're going to do. First time I saw it, I was like, oh, that looks a little bit dramatic. Hopefully I'm not having to go down the face of one of those things, because, well, let's be honest. Some of you might go, yeah, that would be amazing. I'd be like, no, that would not. Because I is scared. Now, don't tell anyone that I am scared. We don't want to be damaging my reputation of being a hard nut. I'm a hard nut. Anyway, we digress. So you get the idea. That's where we're going to go. And we're only like a couple miles away, so I will speak to you guys in a moment at the beginning of it. And just like that, we are at the beginning of the trail. You can see there's a lot of bike tracks. People have been here plenty of times. It's a well-used trail. Fergie here looking messy, as you can see. We haven't even actually done any trails yet, so let's see how she gets on. She's done this before once. Like I said, we're going to do it again today, and hopefully not fall over. Really need to clean the bike because getting some serious rust going on the chain. But guys, listen, this is the point. Cheap Chinese bike, you get this kind of rubbish chains which rust very, very easily. Anyway, let's go. Let's have a look at what we can do. Oh, we made the first mistake already. Do you know what that is, guys? No, but you don't. Let's go to the mode. That's the one. Trying to clean up my visor a little bit. Got my dark visor again. I keep making this mistake where I come out with the dark visor. Let's go. So I'll apologise ahead of time if you are experiencing my heavy breathing. That's because I can't help it. This first part here is mostly just really choppy tarmac that you kind of have to deal with. I won't be surprised if we see Other riders up here as well. And yeah, of course, more gates. So that section there is just tarmac, broken tarmac. You can see there's gravel there. Now, we say this all the time, and it's because it's true. What you're about to see will mostly look flat on the camera. And yes, you know what? It does quite a bit. However, there are some sections that aren't, and the camera does flatten it up a bit. It's about choosing the right lane. Trying to keep it steady. Trust the bike. Trust the bike to do what it needs to do now. Also, you need to try and find a way of relaxing and enjoying what you're seeing, because otherwise, it ain't no fun. Trying to relax a little bit. There you go. And get a little bit warmer because we start to move. And we stalled there, so I think what we just need to do . Lovely day, thank you guys. Pardon? No, I'm a novice, and when I stopped, I left the clutch uninstalled. I was like, oh, I was just trying to style it out a little bit. It's not new, but I'm new to riding on trails. It's a completely different world.
Yeah, of course it was, yeah.
So,
I took mine through it was on young road tyres, and that was enough.
well, thank you guys. Have a great day, okay?
And you, yeah. Right.
Take care, bye. Okay, I should have just gone through that bit there without trying to look like an absolute penis. Because it was fine, I just panicked a little bit, I think, seeing people, and I was like, oh! Come on, go. There you go, that's the baby. It's all about trying to relax, but it's a little difficult when you're not used to it. But I think as you get better, you probably will be easier to relax, perhaps, on looser gravel and what have you. Like that was just loose. That's whoa! There was sand, slippery. I thought that was it. Well, it's tough, for sure, deep gravel. Try to keep the speed up, but I set my bum down a bit. This is the bit last time I got stuck on, because it is pretty rough. Sit down if you have to. Yeah, boy. Okay, I went a bit quiet there because what you might not notice is that these bloody rocks are slippery, and you just feel the bike sliding around underneath you. It's really rather unsettling is the word. But I have warmed up, that's for sure. Now down there is a section where it's steep downhill, followed by a steep uphill. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Hey! Should have grabbed the gear. Made a meal out of that one, clearly. Last time I went through here, I did better. Got my trousers all wet. Ah, Marcio. How was this figured out? I don't know if this would actually be a little bit easier in the summer. Some trails are not. Some trails are actually harder. So, okay. How I'm not sure this is supposed to be part of it. I think it's supposed to just... Okay. Is this part of it? Let's just have that. I'm making silly mistakes just silly mistakes in the sense of like stalling and but a lot of it is to do with just being afraid of letting the bike move around. But it is beautiful. It's lovely. It's cleared up a little bit. Oh, Marcy, focus. I always have to be focusing because you know what? You can easily hit the deck in no time. But let's just be. How? That says neutral there and installed when I put the stand down. Stupid Chinese bike. So let's keep going. We're going to stop in a minute. Enjoy these views. This is the part of like riding that's really nice. But actually I don't really think you need to be, I don't think you need to be riding off-road specifically. Yes, Marcio, that was the way to do it. Panicked there for a second. Thought, oh, I'm going to stop because I need to think about it. And then I was like, well, you know what, you're going to have to go. So, might as well just go. Remember not to get too carried away. Focus on what you're doing, Macho. And I think the more you do it, naturally you're going to get better at it, or at least more used to the idea of just the bike moving around underneath you. Which means you'll relax. Yeah. Wow, but look at this trail, it's amazing, right? It's crazy cool. It is worth coming up for sure. If you've never been up here, definitely come up. Yeah. Change sides. You're like sheepies. Sheepies. Ah. This is it. We're going to stop here for a bit. Well, this is definitely a very beautiful place. And I don't think I could actually think of a better place to have my sandwich. Will be right here on this little ridge. Have my sandwich and my lovely, well-awaited road. So, as you can see, pretty quiet. Fergie's over there behind the camera, like she's recording. I was just chatting away and realised that this was actually connected to my bag, which isn't actually, in a position where I can actually talk too much, because you wouldn't have heard anything. So let me get you a little closer. So as you can see, not many people. Fergie over there, right over there. I'm gonna have my sandwich and my Red Bull. It's cool. This is really cool. Really cool. Now, let me save you the embarrassing views of me eating away, drinking one of these, and then I think there's only like 5 kilometers or so left on this trail. Now, I looked on the map last night. There's a couple other trails that you can do. I just don't know if I can go and do them, or if I have the skills to do them. We'll just have to wait and see. Hello, sheepy, sheepy. No one coming behind me. Get wherever you are. Oh yeah, we have one more fence. One more gate. With sheep on the other side. Hiya! jumped all over me, got me all dirty. Now I'm gonna have to wash my trousers. I'm gonna have to wash them anyway. Well, this is a lovely little road. So, let's cover a couple of things real quick. I definitely need to spend a lot more hours riding off-road to get actually any good at it, because I am still not very good. I think a lot of it is just simply down to confidence, really. I thought a lot of it is down to confidence rather than anything else. A bit like most things, really. Even like on the tarmac, people still struggle as well with like hairpins and things like that. So it's all about building confidence and taking it from there. However, you know, I'm a newbie. So if you happen to stumble across this video and you know what you're talking about, when I mean I know you know what you're talking about, it means you are a seasoned off-roader, trailblazer, whatever you want to call yourself. And you can suggest a few things other than the obvious. Oh, your bike is heavy, blah blah. Yeah, I know the bike is heavy, but I'm not really going to compromise on the road aspect, because I'm going to be doing more road than I do trail. So the road needs to be first and foremost probably more road bias. Also, in case you didn't know, every time I referred to Fergie, I meant my bike. This girl, this bad girl, she's a Voge 900 EX, and I was looking at potentially changing her for the 800 rally. But you know what, looking at the weight and all of that stuff, I don't actually think there's a point. I don't actually think there's much of a point at all. However, next year there might be surprises, so if you're curious, you know, stick around. You never know what you come across. And I think, oh, look at this, that is clearly another trail over there, clearly, but maybe another time. For now, let's go. So yes, I'm bubbling on, so you're probably going to think, oh, you know, not really that interested. The weather's kind of closing in a little bit, it's getting dark pretty quickly, or maybe it's just the dark vibes that I've got. So yeah, like I said, if you want to know what the surprise for next year, hopefully, then stick around. Oh yeah! And yeah, these undulating roads are butt-clenching times. Cross sections always a bit of a worry, because you never know what's going to come across, because in case, you know, these farmers don't really expect any bikers or anything like that around here, so they're probably not going to expect you to come around at all. Oh, probably best slow down. If there's anyone American watching, a lot of these roads, well, the exception of the one we just rode right through, if it's not specified, it's actually 60 miles an hour, which is shocking because some of these roads are small. Now, take it from someone who comes from a little island in the Atlantic Ocean, we're so used to small roads and questionable riding conditions, but some of them are really, really questionable around here. Oh, RS3, lovely, lovely. Nice little sleepy town. I don't even know where I am, to be fair with you. But if you know where I am, tell me in the comments below. This cyclist here is going faster than I am. Yeah, this 20 mile an hour. Oh wait, hold up a second. Someone booked this chap here. He's breaking the speed limit. Yep, I know, bud. Come on. Go, go, go. Maybe I should give him a little push. Maybe we should have given him a little push. Do you know one thing I'd like to see on my next bike? Is auto cancelling indicators. We managed. Oh, hold up a second. Theory just told me the speed limit is 20 miles. Here. Focus. Alright, let's get for it again. Very nice. Very nice. Anyway, I think I'm going to just leave you to it, because I don't want to just be talking nonsense all the time, and as you can clearly see, my stringing of sentences is a little bit compromised today, so we're going to let you guys go. But before I do let you guys go, that was fantastic. Sandwich and a Red Bull right at the top. I think I'll definitely do that again. And ooh, this would have been a wheelie moment here. The trail was slippery. The sand section was really quite tricky. That caught me off guard. A couple of moments where I thought I might have fallen down, but all the times I've put my feet down have been just as a result of panicking, rather than actually feeling like that was out of my depth. I panicked about it and then just stopped and then stalled or something like that. You know, you have a lot to think about. You know, you got the clutch and all that stuff, and this is what I'm thinking. You know, some of these electric bikes that are coming into the market, which just twist and go, will simplify a lot of things for riding, which some of the more serious riders will think, oh, what's the point? You know, kind of cheating really. But I think that will make life so much easier for a lot of people trying to get into the riding. So if you can afford to have a road bike or road motorcycle, shall we clarify, and also have a scrambler or something like that, then have an electric one. That makes life so much easier. You don't have to think about clutch or anything like that. You just throttle. That's it. Throttle. Happy days. Yes, boy. Tell you what though, I've added those cheap plastic gloves you get from petrol stations for water, for you not getting your hands dirty when you're fueling into this. And I maybe there's a placebo effect, but it feels like it's way warmer with that bit on, because there's no air coming through, so your hand stays warmer. My hand's nice and toasty. That's just like, yeah, I'm sold on that. So no, I'm not buying any. I'm glad I didn't buy the gloves from J&S, because I can just stop at a petrol station, get some of those, and Bob's your uncle. If you have Bob as your uncle, you might not. Alright, anyway guys, let's just enjoy some of this road.